from Live, Love, Give. Sorry for the delay, but I'm not sure if this is even recording. So let's just see what happens. I think I might have an internet issue. But I want to start with asking you guys the question, what do you live for? And the reason why I want to have this conversation with you guys today and talk into, as the title says, that when you would rather die than continue to live your current life, it is simply because you don't have anything greater than your ego to live for. And I'm just going to say it right now. This message may be quite controversial to a number of you. So let's see how we roll with it. I hope that where I'm always coming from is from a place of empowerment and not, I'm not, trying to bring people down ever. That's the opposite to what I'm trying to ever do. But I want to have this conversation around those of us when we get into that state of mind where we just want it to end. We just want to potentially take our own lives, or we have those kind of thoughts. And I really want to talk into that. And I'm probably going to say some things that might upset some people, but it's what I truly believe. And I feel like, we're all, we all have our own opinions. I choose an empowered one. And this mindset that I want to share with you guys is an empowered one. So take it or leave it and take it as it is. And obviously, definitely, I want to hear from you guys if you've got experience or words of wisdom that you want to share with us, but the purpose is empowerment. So why I asked you the very first question, for those of you just joining me, the question is, what do you live for? Is because when people get to that point where they don't know whether they even want to be here anymore, it is literally because they do not have anything greater than their ego, their own self-interest to live for in their lives. And I know you guys have heard me say time and time again, I really do believe that the purpose of life is to love fully and be loved fully. If there was nobody else on the planet and you were all alone, you were the only human being, the only living thing in this world, what would be really the point of living? And I think that is what happens when we get really caught up in our own victim stories, in our own, and not consciously, we're not choosing to feel this way. Obviously, if we were more conscious, we would choose a better way, right? So I'm not saying that we're consciously choosing to be this way. We're always doing the best that we can with the tools that we have. But if we find ourselves or people that we care about in our lives, having, say, suicidal thoughts and really seriously contemplating going down that path, it is ultimately because we or them, whoever is having that experience, does not have anything bigger than our egos to live for. We are not feeling a sense of value and contribution from our own lives to others. And if we don't have that as human beings, we really don't have the purpose to live, And so what I want all of us to kind of just think about in this message, whether you are somebody who has had suicidal thoughts, currently having suicidal thoughts, or you've never had suicidal thoughts, but maybe you know some people in your life who have had suicidal thoughts. I've never said suicidal thoughts that many times in my life, but ultimately, it is because what we can be doing is having a pathway forward. Instead of feeling hopeless, instead of feeling like we don't know what to do, instead of feeling like we need a permanent solution to a temporary problem, we don't have to go down that path. We can simply recognize that we as human beings, this is a commonality. We are not alone to have those sort of feelings and thoughts. A lot of us have those feelings and thoughts, and a lot of us follow through on that. And instead of doing that, which is ultimately, in my books, the most selfish thing that you could ever do to the people in your life, instead of going down that path in order to gain the significance in a world where you feel so insignificant, you've come to your wit's end, and you really feel like that is the only option left for you, is to take yourself out of the game, literally, so that, you can be significant at least in that realm, that is never going to work for you, for anyone. And instead of thinking that we're so helpless and that we have nobody in our lives that care for us and that we're the victim and that we're the only one and nobody else has these problems and we're the only ones struggling and all this sort of stuff that we really just, get going in our subconscious, we need to step back and we need to realize, if I feel that way, what is the commonality? What is it that draws me to and connects me to humanity? It is always because if we don't feel like we have some form of contribution or value to somebody else's life, even one more person's life, then if we feel like we're taken away from them or we're just completely insignificant, there is no reason for living. And if you don't have a reason for live, you are literally dying. And that is the mindset that we get into when we get to that place of, like, that's just going to be way easier if I just take myself out, or whatever goes through the mind at that point. It is literally because we do not have something greater than our ego to live for. And that is what connects us. What connects us is that we all want something to live for. We all want to know that our lives have some form of value, that in some way that we can make an impact on, even if it's just one more person's life. And if we don't have that, what's the point? And so that's really what I just wanted to share with you guys today. And I think that my perception around, and I've spoken to you guys about this before, but my perception around, suicide and having that kind of mentality greatly shifted when I started attending Tony Robbins events. And I've spoken about this a couple of times before, but seeing Tony Robbins in somebody that I trust, in somebody that I know has such a heart of gold and always has every single person's best interest at heart, then I know that I can trust the way that he handles and works with people who are suicidal. And he doesn't do what you'd expect him to do, which is, oh no, let's better walk on eggshells because I don't want my one word or thing that I do to just set them over the edge and then I'm the reason why they committed suicide or whatever. He actually horrifies you if you've never had this experience, which is kind of like, he does the opposite to what you'd expect. He doesn't connect with them on that level. He could almost just make a joke out of it. That's literally, you'd think, the worst thing that you could do. But I've seen numerous individuals at this stage, in the tens, I don't know how many, probably at least 50 people definitely transformed, back from the brink of just thinking, I need a permanent solution to this temporary problem, thinking that it's the rest of their lives and they're just going to take themselves out, to having real meaning, purpose, vibrance, aliveness, really connecting to who they actually are and realizing that they don't want to walk down that path ever again, and because I've seen that, and because I believe in every single person that I come across, I see your potential, I believe in it, and it's heartbreaking. Not only to the individual, but everybody that they're connected to in their lives when somebody commits suicide. It is such a waste. And so I'm hoping that me sharing this will, either if it's you or somebody in your life, I'm hoping that it gives you a pathway forward to just kind of understand why we get to that place and know that it is because we do not feel like we have something to live for that's greater than just ourselves, just our ego, just what's in it for me. And we've victimized ourselves. So hoping that this is of value to you guys. I really want to check in with you guys now and make sure that you're dropping any questions or comments or words of wisdom that you'd love to share with the community. Please drop them down now and I'll check in with you guys. Been on a bit of a rant. But I've got Sam in the house and Marco and Jessica and Jay's here. Awesome. And Jamie and Ko and Luke and Huss is in the house and Alex and Sam. You love my hairdo. Thank you, my friend. Just been to the gym. I love it. Thank you. You always make me feel great. And Gael from Numia. I always love seeing you, Gael. And Judy's here. And yeah, Sam. Good to see Jay, mate. I love it. And Isace, Sorry if I butchered your name, but it's really unique and I like it and I love having you here. And Scott's here. Great to see you, Scott. And Danielle and Mirren and absolutely speaking. And Sam. Love this mindset and empowerment. Thank you, Sam. I'm grateful that this is resonating. And Bradley's here, and Shafudin, and Elliot's in the house, and Alexandria. Yay. Is Charles here? I don't know. But I love having you here, my spirit sister. And Jesus is here. And Sam, being significant is ego-centered. Absolutely. So you guys who have been part of the monthly masterclasses know that the very first masterclass, which if you're not part of it, you can access right now if you register above, I dove deeply into the 6 human needs from the work of Tony Robbins and Chloe Mendanis. And absolutely, significance is one of the 6 human needs, and we all have it and we all need it. But how we meet that need is either in a healthy way or an unhealthy way. And trying to meet the need for significance, to take your own life, some people get that desperate that they get to that place and they're so unconscious and they're so, lacking that emotional intelligence at that point that they just choose to do something so significant like that in order to meet their need, rather than find healthy alternatives to do so. Absolutely. But we all need to feel some level of significance, and that is healthy. The need to feel special, unique, all that sort of stuff. We do need that, but not in those unhealthy ways. So absolutely, Sam. I so appreciate you as always. And Patty's here, and Michelle, and Yabase, and Kelly. Awesome to see you. And Sam, I love the way you taught in Masterclass, seeking fulfillment in the needs of spirit, growth and contribution. I'm so grateful that that has been of value to you, Sam. Absolutely. And it was my absolute pleasure to deliver that particular training for you guys, because that is what started my whole personal development journey around those 6 human needs, but not just learning about them on the surface level, having a process to go seriously deep and having a structure and a system to rewire and reprogram how you're operating in life, to empower yourself through conscious awareness and action to get into a better alignment. So I love that you've had that value, Sam. And like I said, anybody who's not in the masterclasses, if you register now, you get access directly to that training that we've done, and it is really deep and really amazing. If you love personal development, you are going to be blown away. No matter whether you already know about the 6 human needs or not, guaranteed you don't know it to the depths that I train it in this particular training. And also, coming up on Wednesday, Aussie time, the next monthly masterclass is coming into action. So can't wait. And Gael, thank you for this share. I would like to share my experience. I had suicidal thoughts once, and Tony Robbins saved me because I was about to do the worst thing, and I had those pills, knife, and a book. The book was Unlimited Power. After a few hours looking at those 3 subjects, I asked myself what this guy would have done if he were me. So I decided to take back my life on track. Thank you. Gail, that was really touching my heart to hear of your experience and to know firsthand exactly what I'm talking about right now. And I'm truly grateful that you made an empowered choice and you came back from that. And what a beautiful human being that you are. And I'd love to connect more. And thank you so much for sharing that, Gail. Really inspiring. Definitely for any of us who are going down that same track. So I really appreciate your openness and your authenticity and your courage and vulnerability. So thank you. And Georgina, you should be an ambassador for Are You Okay? You're correct. We had a young lady in UPW that Tony picked out of the front row. Yes, absolutely. And that's very kind of you. I'd love to work in some format with the Are You Okay movement and all that sort of stuff. So always open to things like that. And I so appreciate your kind words there, Georgina. And thank you for sharing that you've been, part of that experience with a Tony Robbins event, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. And I think that I'm always encouraging, like every single human being, to get themselves to a Tony Robbins event and have that kind of connection to what I call the beauty of humanity, as corny as it might sound. I think that there's nothing more beautiful than thousands of people from all corners of the globe, from all different backgrounds, growing themselves and contributing and being a part of somebody else's transformation with a stranger. You know, it's such a beautiful thing. So thank you so much, Georgina. I appreciate you being here, beautiful. And Rich is here, and Satish. It's always inspiring to give back to the society. Absolutely, Satish. Completely. You know, and that's the purpose of life. We need to feel like we have some form of value and contribution that makes a meaningful difference and an impact in other people's lives. And you know, not take away from that. And if we don't have that currently, we need to, you know, sort that out. Like, ask ourselves the question, what do we live for? And if we can't answer that clearly, like, that's where we have to do the work. And yeah, so thank you, Satish. And Kadri's here. Awesome. And Rich, what's up, girl? God bless. Thank you. I'm doing really good. And yes, great to have you here, Rich. And Darren, I think you look lovely. Oh, thank you, Darren. I appreciate your compliments there. And Jesus, how do I sign up for the masterclass? Oh, I can't wait to have you in there, Jesus. The link to register is above this video, or on any of my posts, because I'm trying to capture as many of you guys as possible, because it's my opportunity to go deep with you guys into training. So if you like these Facebook Lives and you like these conversations, but you want to actually go really deep and have the implementable actions and connect with an amazing community of people who want to grow and contribute themselves, you definitely want to join. So I can't wait to see you in there, Jesus. And Kelly, very important topic. Absolutely. I think so too. And like I said, it might be a bit controversial for some, but you know, this is how I look at things in terms of suicide and things, because you know, people are going for, you know, they're going for significance, they're going for trying to get connection, they're trying to get support, they're doing that. You know, anytime somebody engages in a behavior that is very unhealthy, like it's going to take your life, you can guarantee that they are meeting their needs really under-resourcefully. And if you are somebody who does have suicidal thoughts in any way, or you have somebody in your life that you want to help and support in a really meaningful way, please do join the masterclasses. And even if you just joined it for that very first monthly masterclass that you will get access to right now, it will be so worth the $19 that's priced at to be in that subscription. So, and you can cancel at any time, but you know, I want to add so much value that you'd never want to leave. That's the idea. But absolutely, it's really vital to understand why we do what we do. And guaranteed, if you're having suicidal thoughts, you are not in control of your emotional state, and you need a framework to be able to master that. And that is why I made that the very first training, because it's foundational. So I love that, and great to have you here, Kelly. And Sam, I love your high vibes and contagious enthusiasm. Thank you so much, Sam. I so appreciate that. And I love yours. I definitely feed off yours always, Sam. Your energy and your vibrance is so alive and amazing. And Thai is here. Thui, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I love having you here. And Bex is here. And I'm loving that this is wonderful for you. Thui, Thai. Sorry. Oh, I butcher everybody's names. I hate it. And I don't have you guys here to like just say it's actually like this. But anyway, you guys can correct me at some stage if you can. Terry's here, and Sam, can't wait for Tuesday next week, masterclass round 2. Yes, I'm super excited for all that is ahead for you guys, and I'm so grateful to have you on the team, Sam. And Terry, great inspiration, Vanessa. I'm so grateful to hear that this has been an inspiration to you, Gary. Terry, thank you so much, my friend. I so appreciate having you here. And Gael, yeah, I have been to Date with Destiny in Cairns this year. Oh, cool. And UPW in Sydney this September. Oh, that's awesome. Can't wait. This is so powerful. Absolutely, Gael. I love that. And thank you, Vanessa, for your share. It touched me right in the heart. Thank you. Likewise, my friend. I so appreciate you. And great to be connected with such an amazing human being. And Obina is here. And Oscars. Yay. I love having you live whenever you can. It's usually later in the day. So hello to you, my friend. And great to see you. And Sam, how was gym? Are your legs healed? Yeah, it's so funny because I literally was it last week? Yeah, and I literally dropped a foot in height because I couldn't stretch my legs out because I did something to my calves. Like I just overworked my calves on a light day of a legs day. But I just had a heavy legs day, and I took it a little bit easier. So let's see if I can walk again tomorrow. But I'm feeling good. So thanks, Sam. And Randy, hey, I'm up. Missed your live. We'll watch the replay. Awesome to hear that, Randy. Thanks so much. And Thai, love your message from Vietnam. Oh, one of my favorite places in the world. I love Vietnam. I love the food, the culture, the people. It's awesome. So thanks for tuning in. And Shelley's here. So beautiful as always to see you, Shelley, and I really hope that you catch the replay and get a ton of value from today's message. I am signing off, guys. I really hope that today's message has inspired you to think more deeply about what do you live for, and know full well that when you'd rather die than live your current life, it is simply because you don't have anything greater than your ego to live for. So go about changing that and shifting that. And if you want a framework and a really amazing system and some structure to be able to do that, I really recommend that you join the masterclass. You'll get instant access to the 6 Human Needs training, which is a real deep dive, and it'll give you the tools that you need to get that clarity, that direction, that vision, and make the shifts that you need. Okay, and next monthly masterclass is coming up next week, so I'm really excited. And last little comments, Carl is from Ireland. Oh my gosh, I love Ireland so much. I can't wait to get back there. Such a beautiful part of the world, and oh my gosh, I love the people. You guys are awesome. I love the Irish. And my last name's Patrick, so I've got a bit of Irish in me. And Sam, sending you healing energy and loving vibes. Thank you, Sam. I'm sure I'll be able to walk much better with those healing vibes tomorrow. And Shelley, I know I will. Thank you. So much love to you, Shelley. And Sonula's just joined. Sonula, catch our recording and get a ton of value from today's message. And as always, I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, and that today's message has hit home for you, inspired you to break free of those negative kind of thoughts and creating a permanent solution to a temporary problem, which is what suicide is, and instead be empowered, believe in yourself, and know that people are backing you. Even if they're strangers, I'm backing you. If I haven't even met you, I can tell, that I would absolutely see the greatness and the potential in you. And I would want nothing more for you than to come back from that brink, that brink where you're just selling yourself short, and to step up and to step into your greatness and believe in yourself again and get the support that you need. And if you need any more support, please do reach out. Do not hold back. And I would really encourage you to join the masterclasses. Absolutely. All right, I'm signing off. I so appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining me live today, and for all of you guys catching the recording. So much love. Hope this has served you, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow.